Alright guys, so at the time of recording this video right now, the brand new Apex Legends update is about 45 minutes away, and this will be the biggest Apex update in a very long time, even slightly bigger than the Season 8 update, which is crazy. So for all of you guys out there who are waiting patiently to play Apex when this update drops, and maybe even you haven't played Apex in a very long time and you want to jump back in when this update drops, this is the place to be. This is the video to watch, because we're going to be taking a look at 10 of the biggest changes coming in the Apex Legends Chaos Theory update. But before we jump into the video, I want to ask you guys one quick favor. If you're watching this video right now, it takes 1 second to drop a like. I'd appreciate that so much. A like goes a very long way on YouTube, so don't be shy. A like is greatly appreciated. And also comment what you're most excited about right now in this update. I can't wait to read you guys' comments. So with that said, enough talk from me. Let's jump into the video. First of all guys, we have a big caustic nerf coming in this update. As we all know, caustic has been insanely strong recently in Apex. The caustic meta has been in full-fledged, and it took Respawn a very long time to address this, because caustic has been insane for like, I would say, the past 2 or 3 seasons. So Respawn is giving caustic a very notable nerf in this update. So all of you caustic mains out there, I'm sorry, I feel your pain, but a caustic nerf is incoming. And as I said, it's a pretty big nerf, because his ultimate cooldown has gone from 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes, which is a whole minute increase, and his gas damage has also been nerfed a lot. It now only does 5 HP instead of going from 6 to 12 HP, which is a very big damage nerf. So yeah, caustic isn't gonna be the insane legend that he once was, but Respawn has said that if this nerf happens to be too game changing and too big for caustic, basically they'll make some more changes to make it a little bit more balanced. So hopefully caustic isn't useless now, but this is still a very significant change. And since we're talking about caustic guys, we also have obviously the brand new caustic tongue takeover taking place in this Chaos Theory update, and this tongue takeover will be held at water treatment on Kings Canyon. So Mirage Voyage has been replaced with this tongue takeover, and it's also really interesting as well, because there's a mechanic in this tongue takeover where if you drain the gas in the center of it, it reveals 4 legendary loot items, right? But when you actually do this, you also release toxic caustic gas. So it should be a really fun place to land. Obviously caustics will be insanely strong in this area as well because of the gas, but that will be the brand new tongue takeover in today's update. So next up, for all of my solo players out there guys, we finally have something just for us, and this is a no-fill option. No, a no-fill option doesn't really fix the issue of not having solos in Apex, because all a no-fill option does is basically it allows you to queue into a game by yourself. So if you're playing duos, if you're playing trios, not in ranked, because ranked is still you have to have a team, but if you're playing duos and trios, pubs basically, you can now queue into those games by yourself and not have to deal with teammates randomly dying and pinging and trying to annoy you. So if you're like me and you play solo a lot, this no-fill option should be a very good treat for us. Now Respawn has said that only 6 players will be allowed to actually enter into a game by themselves, so there's potentially going to be a maximum of only 6 solo players in any given game. So for all of my solo players out there, look out for the no-fill option. Next up guys, we have Bangalore's brand new Heirloom, which obviously is releasing with this collection event update. If you guys have the cash, if you guys have the money, then you can buy all 24 event packs and collect this Heirloom, which to me looks alright. It's not insane. It doesn't look like Caustic's Heirloom or Pathfinder's Heirloom, or even Gibby's Heirloom was alright, but Bangalore's Heirloom to me right now is one of the weaker Heirloom drops, but it still looks decent. And if you have the cash, as I said, go ahead and get the 24 event packs. Also, if you have crafting materials, make sure and save those if you want to at least attempt to get this Heirloom, because it will help out a lot. But I've basically said before that I feel like collection events are way too expensive in this game, and this is the second collection event in like 2 months since Season 8 came out. Basically we had the anniversary collection event, and now we have this. So a lot of money is being spent right now. Respawn is most likely making a lot of money as well, and if you guys have the cash, go ahead, get Bangalore's Heirloom, but I won't be getting it. It does look decent though, it does look decent. The Mastiff is getting a nerf in this update. The long, infamous shotgun that everyone uses, that everyone loves to hate, will be getting a very significant nerf in this update. The Mastiff, as we all know, is one of the most clutch weapons in this game because of the damage it can do close range. So basically here's what Respawn will be doing to the Mastiff in this update. They'll be decreasing the pellet damage from 13 to 11, but they will be increasing the fire rate from 1.0 to 1.1. So basically you'll just do a lot less damage now with the Mastiff because of this damage nerf. To me this is a good change, because everyone has been complaining recently about the Mastiff although I feel like the Mastiff was never really a OP gun, but if a good player has a Mastiff, it could be very, very strong. I think that the Mastiff is still going to be good though, like it's obviously is a shotgun, so it still will have a place in this game. It just won't be as deadly as it once was. So if you hate the Mastiff, then this should be a very, welcomed change by you. Alright, so next up, and one of the more interesting changes in this patch is Watson's brand new passive. So similar to what Octane has right now, Octane's Swift Mend, how he regenerates health over time, Watson will now regenerate shields at half the rate of Octane. So I think right now Octane regenerates health at 1 HP per second. I think now Watson will then regenerate her shields at 0.5 HP per second, which to me is a very welcome change as well. I mean, Watson has always been a very niche character, like she's only really been used in ranked and really high tier gameplay or high tier lobbies, but I think this will give her more viability in pubs as well. This was a very unexpected change, but I think it's also very, very much welcomed. So yeah, look out for this Watson change. So next up guys, we have the brand new Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, which obviously is a playlist takeover. And basically what this, LTM or this mode is about is that within any given ring, there'll now be random ring flares popping up in that ring. These ring flares, as Respawn said, are slowly expanding pockets of the ring within the arena. Now, if you actually get caught in these ring flares, you'll take damage equal to the damage dealt by the current round's ring. So basically, let's say if you're in round 2 and you get caught in a round 2 ring flare, you'll take round 2 ring damage, if that makes any sense. Respawn is also introducing heat shields as well, which kind of acts like a Gibby bubble to protect you from these ring flares. It also protects you from the actual ring itself as well, so look out for these heat shields in game guys, because it could save your life if you happen to get caught in a ring flare. Next up guys, Apex is finally moving to Nintendo Switch. Obviously this isn't like a part of the actual update like the game files, but I think that Apex going to a brand new platform is pretty much a big deal. So for anyone out there who has a Nintendo Switch, look out for this. It's obviously gonna be, a big audience over there for Respawn to capture, so it should be fun. And I've also heard that aim assist on Nintendo Switch will be crazy, so let me know how the games go if you happen to have a Nintendo Switch just sitting at home. Next up guys, we have a Horizon nerf coming in this update. Respawn has been nerfing Horizon steadily since she was introduced back in season 7, and this is also a nerf as well. So what Respawn is doing is basically adding 1 minute to Horizon's ultimate cooldown. And Respawn also said that they have a much bigger nerf in the works for season 9 that will then address Horizon's gravity lifts. So I mean, Respawn is nerfing Horizon left, right and center, so hopefully she's still usable and she's still good after this nerf, because I think Respawn doesn't need to like nerf every single good legend into the ground. But for all of you Horizon mains out there, including myself, look out for this nerf in today's update. And last but not least, we have one of the biggest changes, the most exciting changes guys in this update, and this is low profile being removed from Pathfinder finally after so much seasons guys. After so much begging, Respawn is removing low profile from Pathy. All of my Pathfinder mains rejoice. I most likely will switch to Pathfinder if Horizon becomes trash, so hopefully she's not trash, but this is a very big deal for Pathfinder. Respawn hasn't been showing Pathfinder much love since season 5 and since he got that very big nerf. So this right here is a very big deal. This is a very big deal, and hopefully Pathfinder mains will appreciate this change that Respawn is trying to do. So that's it. 10 of the biggest changes coming in the Chaos Theory Apex Legends update. What do you guys think? What are you most excited about? Let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.